Imagine a world where the glitz and glamour of Hollywood collide with the staid suits of Swiss bankers. Now, picture that as the secret sauce powering the next blockbuster. That's the bold bet the Zurich Summit is making, wagering on boring old money to revive film financing in an industry shaken by upheaval. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this exclusive club really the future, or just a throwback that leaves out the little guys? Stick around, because this story dives deep into how a casual festival chat evolved into a powerhouse networking event, and why it might just redefine indie cinema. The Zurich Summit, serving as the film industry's intimate counterpart to the Zurich Film Festival, where stars like Hedda from The Smashing Machine light up the red carpet, leans heavily on the city's storied status as a global financial powerhouse. This allows it to position itself as a low-key rendezvous for money movers and movie makers alike. What began as an informal gathering among friends at the ZFF, featuring regulars such as Rogue Sutherland from CAA Media Finance and Michael Barker from Sony Pictures Classics, who cleverly blended festival vibes with backroom deals involving local investors, has blossomed into something far grander. ZFF's artistic director, Christian Jungen, dubs it the Davos of the film industry, a prestigious assembly where top independent film players converge to brainstorm ideas and seal deals. Exclusivity is our hallmark, Jungen emphasizes. We're not catering to the newcomers. Other events handle that crowd. Earning an invite to the summit? That's a badge of honor. And this is the part most people miss. Zurich is ramping up the exclusivity with a brand new pre-summit event called the Film Finance Forum, ticking off on Friday. This intimate gathering will unite about 20 to 30 bankers, investors, and producers for confidential chats on innovative financing strategies. It's intentionally small scale, explains ZFF Vice Director Retta Gegg. We're not trying to morph into a full-blown market, but rather to unite the heavy hitters of independent filmmaking with Zurich's financial elite. With so much turbulence in the business right now, Hollywood productions fleeing the U.S. for Europe, for instance, Zurich has long acted as a vital link between American and European markets, and its importance is only growing. The organizers are eyeing Zurich's private banking scene, a sector boasting over 100 institutions and the planet's densest cluster of family offices, as a goldmine of untapped potential for film funding. For beginners wondering what that means, private banking involves personalized financial services for high-net-worth individuals, while family offices are dedicated firms managing wealth for affluent families, often with a focus on long-term, stable investments. After getting scorched by flashy investment schemes laden with hidden conditions, Americans are craving dependable, straightforward capital once more, Jungen observes. Our goal is to bridge the gap between these unassuming bankers. Think of them as the quintessential Mr. Myers and Mr. Mullers in their classic gray suits, who appreciate culture, with industry pros from CAA or Tom Quinn of Neon. Quinn, whose indie powerhouse has churned out 6 Palme d'Or winners in just 6 years, is set to snag this year's Game Changer award at the summit. In hindsight, decades from now, just as Miramax epitomized the 90s indie scene, Tom Quinn will be seen as the architect of modern independent cinema, Jungen predicts. Beyond funding, the 2025 Zurich Summit will shine a spotlight on evolving distribution methods, cutting-edge AI innovations from emerging startups, and YouTube's rising influence in the media landscape. Plus, Saudi Arabia's burgeoning film industry takes center stage, with Abdul Jalil Al Nasser from the Saudi Film Commission in attendance, and the region's priciest production ever, Desert Warrior, starring Anthony Mackie and directed by Rupert Wyatt, getting its global debut at ZFF. Michael Barker from Sony Pictures Classics shared with me last night how thrilled he is to connect with the Saudis here in Zurich, as their paths rarely cross elsewhere, Jungen shares. For Gwetch, the summit's purpose is crystal clear. It must embody Zurich's essence as a financial nexus, the ultimate hub for family offices worldwide. This makes it the perfect venue for dissecting film financing, and by extension, Topics like distribution, sales, emerging business models, AI integration, and the impact of social media giants like YouTube. Yet, at its heart, financing remains the cornerstone. But here's the controversy that might divide opinions. In an era of calls for inclusivity and diversity in Hollywood, is this laser-focused emphasis on elite, boring money from traditional bankers a progressive step forward, or a regressive gatekeeping that sidelines innovative but riskier funding sources? And what about the spotlight on Saudi Arabia? Does it signal exciting global collaboration, or raise ethical questions about aligning with nations facing scrutiny on human rights and creative freedoms? We invite you to weigh in. Do you see this as a savvy pivot to stability, or a missed opportunity for broader access? Share your thoughts in the comments. Agreement or disagreement? We're all ears.